Let's get started with this. So for the computer graphics final exam, the questions will be from a very limited set of topics. It's just that in this semester, for one reason or another, I didn't get to have many classes. Well, this particular section wasn't affected that much, but the other section, I'm probably 4 classes behind schedule. That means that the stuff that we're working on right now, there won't be any questions from them. The green screen, motion tracking, camera tracking, I didn't manage to cover those in the other section, so I'm not going to ask anything from there. So let me go through each of these things. First of all, for transformation theory, we talked about what are the things? The scaling, rotation, and translation, right? These 3. So we'd be having a theory question from there. It can be about the basic concept of transformation. It can also be about deriving a formula. For example, deriving the formula for translation, writing it as a matrix form. Or it can be about rotation on a particular axis. So you have to derive the formula. If that's the case, you have to draw relevant figures to explain that. We went through that process for each of those things, each of those transformations. I actually derived a formula in class, then we use that later on. So there will be 2 questions. One would be about the basic stuff, and then the other one would be about applying that concept. It's going to be a math question, and there are a lot of samples from previous semester's questions. You can go through those. One of those I talked in class. I think it was the motorbike example. I covered that in class. There are 2 wheels that are rotating, and we want to find out the location of a particular point on one or 2 of those wheels. I forgot exactly what it was, but you can look it up. The remaining 3 questions, they're going to be from stuff that we did with Blender. So pretty much easy stuff. The weight painting workflow, the texture mapping workflow, there can be 1 question from any of those. We know what it is, right? The weight painting thing. Okay. After creating the armature, when we parent that with automatic weight, we may have to adjust the weight so that we can control which bone controls how much of which vertex. That's what weight painting does. But this is going to be about the workflow, so the process of it, how you do the entire thing. That's going to be the question about. For rigging and keyframe animation, you already know that somehow we'll have a rig and we want to do a particular animation. For this question, probably I'll give you an idea about an animation, and you have to tell how this workflow would work. What would be the process, where you start, what you do then, those other things. And question number 5, this is pretty much a giveaway question. You don't have to write anything, you may have to redraw that. I'll give you a picture of an object. It can be a cat or a dog or whatever thing, right? And you'd have to draw an armature, a bone structure, through which you can control that object. And when you design that, you have to sort of imagine how the particular character may walk or run in a real-life scenario. Okay. So you'd have to keep that in mind. You have to place a root bone, and from there you extrude and you go all the way. And you'd have to redraw that. I'll try to give you multiple views of that object, like a front view or side view. When you draw it on your answer script, the armature itself should be enough, but that has to be done just a bit. final thing that you can bring in a handwritten A4 paper as cheat sheet. You don't have to memorize the formula for transformation map. You can have them written down, or anything else that you find necessary, you can write them down. And just make sure that you have it signed by me before the exam. I'll write your name and ID and I'll sign that. Any question about any of these things? Yeah. This one. Alright, just to give you an example. More images of top. Let me see. When you get a easy to use picture. Well, this one will do. So I give you a picture of a character. It doesn't have to be a dog. Right? What you then do, you will draw the armature, and let me try doing that. It's going to be difficult to draw with a mouse, but I'll try. So, in order to make this dog be animated like this, like it can sit down, it can stand up, it can walk. What you need to do is you have to start drawing the bones and lower it down to something like 5, and I'll draw with a different color, I guess. So what I'm thinking is that since this dog will have a pivot point mainly centered somewhere over here, that's going to be the center of gravity for this entire character. I probably want to start with something like this, that we will have an external bone through which we can control this character. We can move it forward, and that would also allow us to sort of create the passage for two things. Well, this one was wrong, but let me redraw this. So I'll have a bone that goes like this for the upper leg, and then I'll have another one going down here, and another bone over here to control the entire paw. But we don't have to control the fingers over there, because the dogs, they don't move the fingers individually. They're too close and they're too short. So there is no point doing that. And once that's done, maybe you'll have a small bone over here, which is not going to control much. I mean, we don't have any control over that. But what we do need to control, and that's why I said that it's difficult to manage with the mouse, we need to control the tail, because we'll be waving that, we'll be wagging the tail around, so we need some bones in there. And after that, you can sort of imagine that we'll have the spine defined like so. Maybe there will be another bone like this, and then there will be, not like that. There will be a bone over here, another one over here, and another one going forward. So that's that, and then we can have the bones for the neck and everything else. Okay. Probably I don't need to complete this, you sort of get the idea. And what you need to do in the exam, let me show this here. In the exam, what you need to do is you don't have to draw the dog in. The armature itself should be enough. So how the bones are linked with one another, if you can show that, that would be good enough. But just to make sure that you get the idea right, I'll probably give you multiple views of the same object. And if that's needed, you need to draw the armature from different angle as well, if it is not clear from one particular angle. Okay. But this is supposed to be a giveaway question. It's going to be an easy one. Well, many of these things are quite easy. So I don't see too much of a challenge for the final exam. And also because we didn't cover a lot of topics, so things should be simple enough. Anything else about the final exam? Yep. Why there are some render-specific questions in the written exam? The answer is quite simple, because I haven't covered enough theory to make it all theory question. I wanted to go into ray tracing. If we rendered, there'd be a lot of math questions. If you can see some of those in the previous semester's questions. So that's one part of the answer, and the other part is if it is all about the math and other stuff, then it gets too difficult for some of the students. I mean, these questions are easy to answer, and you can at least write something. But if you have no clue, if you are weak in math, then computer graphics questions can be quite difficult, quite challenging. I don't want to ensure that everyone passes, but I certainly don't want to make sure that everyone fails either. Okay, so if this is okay with you, we'll go with that. And I won't have any other class with the other section, so if you got friends in there, please let them know that I have posted it over here, and probably this will get video recorded. Actually, let me do it this way. I will upload this. I will finish recording this part, and I'll upload this for both the sections. And then we'll restart a recording session that's particular about this thing. Okay. Where's that?